Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
I tried to fight all through the night, deep in the heart of Texas. The trailer park is nice and dark, deep in the heart of Texas. That drinks his brew and he spits his chew, deep in the heart of Texas. The TV blares, but no one cares, deep in the heart of Texas. Here we go!
Hey, everybody. Welcome to
Blah.
King of the Hill podcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rusty.
Rusty, it's Friday.
It is Friday, and we are live on YouTube. So for those of you that are listening right now and don't know, we go live on YouTube for our Friday episodes. And the best way to keep up with that is to go to our YouTube at BWAAAKOTH and go on there and like, subscribe, and hit your notification bell, because the notification bell will notify you when we go live, because there's not really a set time that we go live. So there you go.
No, it's usually a Saturday or a Sunday. I just have to kind of keep an eye out.
Kind of keep an eye out and play it by ear. So
we've had a ton of people come through, though.
Yeah, we have.
That's
We've had a really good time doing the lives. It's been something that we've been doing for the Instagram, and now that we're on the YouTube a little more consistently, we're also doing YouTube as well on Friday for our Friday episodes. A little update for our YouTube. So we're at 398 current subscribers, Mike.
That's
so
great.
We went up like 40 subscribers since the last time you and I talked.
That's wonderful.
And yeah, so we'll do a giveaway at 1,000. So
Very nice.
So when we get
Very
to 1,000, we'll do something for 1,000. We'll create some merch or do something for that. I've been looking at one of them online things that people just order it and it direct sends to them, where we just kind of maybe get one of those set up.
Yeah, we could do some designs.
Some designs or something. I still want to run that original design from I Draw Basketballs, and then get some new stuff in there too with it. Maybe some.
I might try doing one. I might try doing a design.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd love to see what you come up with. You're creative.
I haven't drawn and created things in quite a while.
Yeah,
so
you're really
I
good
might
with
try
it. Yeah, you're really
well,
really
especially
good
since it's kind of
creativity.
cartoony. I can whip that out. So
Yeah. So
excuse
let me.
didn't mean to whip it out.
I'll run through some of the comments we've gotten
go
over
for
the
it.
last week.
I made the mistake of putting a peppermint in my mouth before we started, so you do
Oh,
that. I'm
you're
going to
all
be crunching
good.
on this
Yeah,
peppermint.
go for it. Tear up that peppermint. So I'm trying to go back here for, let's see, 8 days ago. We'll go back to it because I think that's the last time I recorded. It was about 7-8 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
so here we go. We've got Outlaw in Texas again. He's a big commenter out of Burleson. Bug guy out of Burleson too. He does bugs. He kills bugs. He commented on one of our Friday episodes, the Hank Hill Blues. He said Boomhauer sang that Blue Moon of Kentucky Keep on Shining. Yeah, there we go.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
And that's one that wasn't AI generated. That's just straight up him singing it.
Yeah, and then somebody, Charles Atkinson, on that same post mentioned when the episode with No Doubt, when No Doubt played.
Yeah.
We got another comment.
Yeah, we just did that one.
Yeah, we just did that one. Yeah, here recently. We got another comment
And that
from
was really
Koviax.
No Doubt, right?
Yeah, that was really No Doubt. That was, well, not the whole band.
Don't
I don't think it was the whole band, but it was definitely Gwen Stefani.
I don't know the lyrics. I just know Don't Speak.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
about
know
all.
it either. Yeah.
Hey, it's Gwen from No Doubt.
Gwen from No Doubt.
Hey, it's Tommy from No Doubt. No, that's Josh.
No, that's Josh.
Shut up,
Yeah.
No Doubt.
So you've got season 4, episode 15, Naked Ambition, comment by Koviax. He said Hank would have been super freaked out if it was his daughter and Khan's son, though. He's just less conservative because of the gender roles.
Sure.
He said, I think in another episode, they actually address how Hank thinks it's okay for guys to try and get a bunch of girls, but not vice versa.
Well.
It's the double standard, Bobby. Don't knock it. We got the long end of this stick on that one. I like that quote. It's a funny one. We got a quote from Arthur. He said, Season 3, Episode 21 is another top 5 episode for
Very
him.
good, yeah.
He said, this season is when characters started to find the groove.
Wow.
So he liked that. We've got another Koviak's comment. He's a big commenter. I love that they named a killer after Wes Archer. I didn't catch that before. That was Season 3, Episode 20, Death and Taxes, where he caught that at. And then you've got Super ASDKE again. He's commented before.
Yeah.
He said, final episode of season 5. He said season 6, he thinks the quality drops. Plus the next season has his least favorite episode of KOTH, which is the episode called Lupe's Revenge. And then some positive comments here from people who have just found us. We've got Tebow 3069. Dude, I love this. Big fan.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We got Chops and Glocks TV. Finally a podcast worth listening to.
Ah,
Yeah.
like that.
Relics.
Plus, they have a Glock, so I'm going to say it's great.
Yeah. He's going to keep us safe with his chops and his Glocks. We've got Relic Stong Rickstar. I've been looking for a channel like this. I hope y'all keep it up. I'm currently driving from New York to Florida, and this is keeping me going. That was 4 days ago.
Man,
so
I hope you made it.
I imagine he made it by now. I hope you made it, brother.
Yeah, no kidding.
We've got Boomhauer 8703. Dango, yes, when my father-in-law Bango passed, we found dozens of slides. Season 3, Episode 25, Old as the Hills. That was that one.
Yeah.
We've got, let's see here. We've got a constructive criticism, criticism, but I kind of gave him an explanation to why it might have been a little off because this was the first episode he was listening to, which wasn't a normal episode. So his first episode that he was listening to was That Ain't Friday, which would be The Hills in 2023 when we were speculating, when you and I were speculating about what The Hills might be like in today's society. So he said, so first-time listener, fellas, editing is your friend. Half of the runtime of this is devoted to local stories.
That's true.
Right up front, too.
Yeah, could be.
And he's right. He said maybe cut down on those diversions. He said...
but that's what Friday's for.
That's what Friday's for. That's what I explained to him in the next comment.
Absolutely.
I gave him an explanation because I didn't want him to see this episode and that be his lasting... I want him to go check out an actual... episode because Friday, this is for me and Mike more than it is for anybody. I feel like it gives us a
we just kind of
stretch our legs really from doing the episodes.
Yeah, because the episode ones are so rigid. I mean,
it
we
gives
have to
us
go line
gives
by
us
line.
time to, and this gives us something to do once the show ends eventually.
That's
so.
true, too.
I just explained to him. He said it's not an attack. He said it's just a constructive
we didn't take it that way.
criticism.
Didn't
I
take
didn't take it that way.
No,
He was very
not at
polite in
all.
how he said it.
Not
A
at
lot
all.
of people aren't near as polite when they say things. Some people just say you fucking suck. So
and then they run away.
yeah, they don't say much else. He said thank you for the response because I responded to him. I said thanks for taking the time
we
to
always
comment.
try to, yeah.
I said, I comment on pretty much everything that I feel like deserves a comment for sure. I said this episode is one of the episodes where we just chat about whatever, we go episode by episode and they're starting season 6 soon. So if you
Which we did
like
on
our
Monday.
content, go for it. He said that we might need to take notes beforehand in his constructive criticism, which if you knew about the process for us creating the show, you would know that there's a lot more than just note taking that goes on
true.
for sure. That's probably a small portion of it, but we do have notes for sure. Both of us have our own notes.
Yeah. Well, and Artie also has
and
notes.
Artie does
Yeah.
notes too, so we
Artie
have a
has a ton of
third
notes,
party
yeah.
that does notes. Ryan Stock 648. Thanks for the support, buddy. We do appreciate that either way it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for commenting. Take the time to engage.
Hey,
All
we'll-
engagement is good engagement.
We'll always take constructive criticism. Absolutely.
Yeah,
because
for
that's
sure.
the only way we know what you want.
I might not be able to
that's great.
implement it, but I'll
Yeah.
definitely listen
We'll
to
definitely take it and listen to it.
it. So we've got Trapper Boy 190. I eat the fuck out of seafood buffet. So appreciate that.
Okay, that's great.
We've got Klaus Gone Crazy. CLOS.
Klaus gone crazy.
Yeah, Klaus Gone Crazy. Gracie, not lasagna, for the name of Lucky and Luann's child. I said lasagna would be a cheesy name.
Boom,
But
boom, boom, boom.
Shadow Slayer 40. happy to have found this podcast. Happy that you're here with us, Shadow Slayer.
I'm glad you said 40 because I hated Shadow Slayer 39.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
The
I wasn't a
worst.
fan. We've got 4TC4, much better than 2TC2. So we've got the most interesting podcast.
Which is the chemical makeup of Gatorade.
Gatorade. He said this is the most interesting podcast he has randomly found.
Well, thanks.
Hopefully you continue to find it interesting. That was a season 4, episode 1. So
we love to be randomly found.
We might not have been as interesting
They
anymore.
shut down all the massage parlors here in town because people were being randomly found.
Yeah. Robert Kraft. No, okay.
Robert Kraft.
SMK 6650. Bobby is going to be 35. Yeah, so that was.
He is not. I'm gonna talk about that here in just a second.
We're going to talk about that in just a second. He is not going to be 35. We've got a couple of comments.
We
from
didn't know how old he was
RD2.
going to be either until Adlon said.
Yeah. So this is probably going to happen, Mike. I'm probably going to start getting because I have one email that I recently got about stickers. It was new people on the YouTube listening to those old episodes.
I've got stickers. I got to give them to them.
I got to get everybody's address together again. So everybody, this is again a call out. Y'all got to send me y'all's addresses again. Everybody did it once before, and then I asked for everybody's addresses again, and nobody sent me any. If everybody will send me their addresses, we could get it taken care of this time. Last time there was a lot of stuff going on. It was like we were moving and. Then we moved again.
Oh, yeah.
And then now we're in like a permanent spot in a permanent situation.
I'm cupping the mic so that everybody hears this is different.
It's different.
Send us your address. We'll send you a sticker.
A sticker.
Send us an address. We'll send you a sticker. Yeah, seriously. If you do that, I will,
get us some addresses and I'll get you some stickers.
If I get 100 requests at different addresses, I'll send 100 stickers.
Yeah, we'll get some stickers.
That's the point where I'm at.
Just everybody send me your addresses again on
all the addresses,
social media
all the stickers.
Email
I
me.
will get some new stickers too. We got a whole roll of them in there that we've never done anything with, so we need to send them out.
Yeah, we want to get those sent out. I know we've said it before. We've said it before, but it always we're in the process of moving. The last time we had discussed it, and it just kind of fell to the wayside. Which doesn't mean you fell to the wayside as our audience. It just means that we failed you.
Now, for the rest of the episode, we're going to be talking about what's happening in Central Texas, just so everybody on the outside knows.
Yep.
Nope. Okay, so
it's hot.
Let's talk about
fucking hot.
Pamela Adlon. Of course, Pamela Adlon fame. She's the one who does the voice of Bobby.
Yeah, she was recently on. There's a website called MovieWeb.
MovieWeb
Interview.
She also did
with her.
She also did an interview with Cracked. Our buddies at Cracked. Boy, I would love for Cracked to sponsor this show. So Pamela Adlon, she's a director. She's a comedian. She had her own show. I think it was called Getting Better or something like that on FXX. She was a good friend with. Oh God! Rusty blew up.
That hurt.
She was a good friend with. Watch Me Masturbate. What was his name?
We've got Rusty Shackelford in the chat. Nice to see you, sir. Rusty to Rusty. Pleasure to see you.
What was his name? The comedian who got canceled because he would make people watch him touch himself.
Oh, you're talking about Louis C.K.
She was good friends with him. He was a producer on her show. She has distanced herself basically from him like everyone else has because you're in the splash zone if you don't.
I think he's uncanceled now.
Maybe
he's still
maybe.
He did. He's.
I mean, as long as he's not forcing anybody to do anything, then it's
weird.
Well,
and I think that's what it generally ended up like. The end result of all of it is that he didn't like
force anybody.
Yeah. He was just doing a weird comedian thing. Comedians do weird shit.
Out of that, I say justice for Pee Wee.
Yeah, justice for Pee. And you know what? Pee Wee was not masturbating in public in front of kids. He was in a friggin' porn.
He was in a porn
theater.
That's right.
What is a porn theater if you can't jack off?
Well, again, these days you wouldn't bat an eye. It would just be
nobody would say anything. Nobody would say a word about it.
All right, so she did this interview.
Rest in peace to a legend, man. They tried to put salt on his name just because he wanted to crank one out. He was a funny dude, and like you really
great writer too.
You really can't like. Take away what he did for the industry, for anything that he did, because he really was. What he did at the time that he did it was unheard of, revolutionary.
Nobody was doing it. Yeah, he was.
Without Spy Kids, we would never know who he was.
So 2025 is when we're getting our reboot or our continuation of King of the Hill.
Yeah, which I can't wait for this continuation, Mike.
in this interview, she says we're in the second season of creating the reboot.
So they're already on season
they're
2.
on season 2.
So at least we
which
know we
is
got 2
exciting.
seasons. That's exciting to know that.
Now here's the big revelation. She says Bobby is 21.
Bobby is
21 years old.
So
he went from 12 to 21.
Yeah, so 11
Right?
years.
So
12 years, 11 years.
Yeah, something like that. And he's a chef at a fusion restaurant in Dallas. Now,
Which that sounds very Dallas. I delivered we got somebody asking a question in chat. When does the reboot air? There's no official air date, but they say that sometime in 2025. Okay. All the rumors say first quarter, but you can't go by the rumors.
Well, you can't go by that because you don't know because the strike set them back and all kinds of
but
things.
But that fusion thing does sound very Dallas. There's a couple of restaurants that I deliver to up there that are very, fancy and fusion.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but
restaurants.
There were a few episodes ago that we were talking about the exact replica of the restaurant that Dale and Nancy were in, based on a Dallas restaurant. It showed the 2 pictures and they were almost identical.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it could be that kind of thing. But I also want to put something else in your brain.
Okay.
What if she's just making all this shit up?
She could be
very
making
well
all of it up. She could, but
which I think would be fantastic. Also,
it would be fantastic if she made all this shit up. But I don't know. I feel like it would kind of tarnish some of her credibility.
Of doing what? Bobby's voice?
Not doing media.
Yeah, maybe so.
She still wants to be able to promote her stuff, but if she goes on to promote something and lies about it and it comes out, it'd be. I imagine that there wouldn't be too many people that would want her to interview her anymore.
Well, she was on there to talk about a movie that she had done, which was her directorial debut, and so they also asked her about this, of course. And we've talked about the time jump and everybody.
Yeah, the movie's called Babes.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's about though. I don't know anything about it. I just know it's called Babes.
Yeah, I don't either.
Just because of the paperwork I have here in front of me.
Bobby is 20. Paperwork. See, we take notes.
Yeah,
Bobby
paperwork.
is 21, working as a chef in a fusion restaurant in Dallas. Adlon also explains it's been freakier for Mike and Greg, talking about Mike Judge and Greg Daniels, to think about Bobby going from 12 to 21 and having a relationship. She says having a relationship
and being a person.
So
we could only hope that he's still with Con, but we can't assume that
we
he's
hope
with
it's
Con.
Connie. Yeah, we hope
Connie.
it's Connie.
We can't assume that it's Connie, but we could hope. I hope it's Connie for sure. But the thing is, it kind of all adds up too, because the very last scene of King of the Hill, he's cooking with his dad.
Yeah, sure.
So it really, and there's always that theme of Bobby and food throughout the whole thing, and I feel like Bobby knows good food too. He eating them cold cuts. He knows a good cold cut sandwich. I had a really good Italian sandwich.
Did you?
There's a place I deliver to in Dallas called Jimmy's. It's like a neighborhood grocery.
Okay.
And it's all authentic.
And they got like a deli
Italian.
in there?
It's like an authentic Italian place. They have like a big meat section where they sell all fresh, stuff. And
I do like a good fresh sandwich. Like
when I
crisp
deliver
lettuce, crisp tomato.
Oh yeah, it was amazing.
Baby.
So when I deliver,
and I'll take that on white
I always
bread.
get free stuff. People always are offering drinks or cookies or coffee or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, he had never offered a sandwich before because he had offered a soda. So I go and grab my drink and I'm standing there.
Mexican
we're counting
Coke?
wine, Mexican Coke.
Sure.
So we're sitting there counting the wine. I'm drinking the Mexican Coke.
One wine.
And I told him, I was like, I really wish we had a place like this at home. Like,
no shit.
like a little local grocery like this, like a real neighborhood feel. It feels like you could go in there if you needed a gallon of milk and you didn't have your wallet, you could get a credit line going and, I'm just getting a gallon. I'll be back later. And, that kind of thing. It just felt real like homey and neighborhood like.
Sure.
Well, he goes and he's like, well, do you want a sandwich? And I was like, man, I'd love a sandwich. So I don't even know what it was, Mike, but it was like 4 or 5 different cold cuts on it.
That's awesome.
It had lettuce. It had hot, like some kind of like sweet and sour, or like sweet and spicy pepper on it.
Right. Probably like those pepperoncinis.
Yeah, like pepperoncinis or something on it. Oh man, it was probably one of the best. And I'm not
It was like an Italian
picky.
cold cut sandwich.
And I'm not picky.
Yeah.
Whenever I get free anything, I'm gonna eat it.
What kind of bread?
It's just like I guess
a
like an
hoagie
Italian,
roll?
like an Italian bread, like Italian hoagie bread kind of thing.
There used to be
really
a place here, and sorry for talking local, but there used to be a place here that was over by the
That's why I said Dallas, so it's not local. We're at least an hour and a half away.
Over by the old Baylor Stadium, and it was a little grocery store, mom and pop, had
Yeah.
screen doors on it.
Okay.
Instead of regular doors.
Yeah. That's pretty old.
But they also had a little griddle in there where they would make cheeseburgers.
Oh, okay.
Best cheeseburgers I've ever had.
Yeah, I bet.
Excellent. There's no telling how many airs and pieces, drops of sweat went in
Yeah.
it and all that stuff. But they
I'm just
were
excited that Bobby
fucking
is in the
good.
restaurant industry. I think that's going to make for some good
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
They better have
Well, he's
Gordon
also in
Ramsay as a
Dallas, right?
guest. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
also
yeah,
well.
no kidding.
He is in Dallas. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I wonder if he stays in Dallas. I wonder if they just kind of introduce the show and he's in Dallas for a little while, and he comes back to Arlen
He
and
might
opens
have
a
to
restaurant in
come
Arlen
back
or something.
because maybe Hank's had a heart attack or something. Maybe
I
his
like
mom
to think
fell
that
out
Hank's
of another
like
plane.
super healthy and runs 5Ks now or something, and reads books and smokes cigars.
With
in
that
the
ass,
evening.
I'm not sure that he's doing that, but
Well, he might have more of ass nowadays. He
well,
might have
that's
worked
true.
on them. He might have got them buns of
he
steel
got
going.
the badonk.
Yeah, he bought the buns of steel. What's her name?
VHS.
Jane.
You talking about Jane Fonda?
Yeah, Jane Fonda.
Yeah.
He's sitting there doing Jane Fonda workout tapes.
This is a ladies' workout.
This is a ladies' workout. Yeah,
I guess that's it, huh?
yeah,
I mean,
that's it for. I
we're
don't have
really
anything
looking forward
else.
to the one in 2025. Thank you for anybody who's left a note or a comment or whatever. We take them all seriously. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I'll keep doing that. And what I'll try to do is
Good or bad.
I'll probably on the next episode I'll do a shout out to all the subscribers that are currently subscribing.
Yeah.
I'll get the subscriber list, and then what we might try to start doing is a credit scene
That'd be great.
at the end with all the subscribers that are currently subscribed to the YouTube.
Love it.
We appreciate
Also,
everybody
Patreons
that
would
hangs
be
out
first.
hangs out with us and stuff.
By the way, if you want to go to the Patreon to help out,
Yeah,
$3
Bois KOTH 3 A's.
$3 a month, real cheap, but it helps us keep the lights on here. We got a lot of stuff going on. Speaking of a lot of stuff going on, we also have our show entitled Swimmer's Ear.
Swimmer's Ear. Yeah, we have
all
that
about
going.
Adult Swim.
It's all about Adult
I
Swim.
believe that Zach is about to start his. Basically, it's a replica of this show, the line by line script.
Yeah.
But it would be Rick and Morty. So
Yeah.
that could be.
Did he
coming
find him
your
a
way
co-host
also.
for that yet?
I don't know.
Well, if he wants one, I'll do that show
reach
with
out
him.
to him. Reach
I'll
out
do
to
that
him.
with him.
Yeah. We got a lot of stuff coming. We're also we're going to set up and watch bad movies and make fun of them.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of old movies. I went on Wikipedia, and they have a
Yeah.
lot of you list this, list that.
Right.
I got a list of all of the World War I movies.
Yeah.
And I started back in silent films.
Have you ever seen Rubber?
No.
Go watch Rubber.
You talking about the tire that
the movie
bounces?
Rubber about the
Yeah,
tire.
I've seen it.
Oh,
I've
you
seen that
have seen
movie.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's
All
about the bouncing tire bounces through like the
It just
southwest
rolls.
or whatever.
It just
or rolls.
rolls.
Sorry,
but,
not bounces.
But
it
it
rolls.
also is able to explode people's heads.
I don't know that I've seen that part.
It does. Yeah. I love that movie.
I might have. I'm pretty sure I've seen
It's a weird.
seen or heard of it.
weird
Have you ever
French
seen
director.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah, that's
The one with the
Thanksgiving thing.
turkeys?
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
where the turkey goes.
I had a
nuts.
buddy that was like enamored with those movies when we were teenagers. Like he loved.
Oh,
that.
really?
Like he liked all those gory movies like
Boobies.
that. but
They
he
covered
loved that movie.
Thanksgiving this last.
Oh, they did?
this last Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I need to get back in touch with them. I
Yeah.
want to do a movie with them.
They're doing all their stuff is distance now because she moved to Dallas and she's opening.
Oh,
up
she's in Dallas
yeah,
now. Oh,
she's
awesome.
opening up
Shout
a
out.
vintage shop up there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, she was big into the vintage
Josh is
clothing.
still here, but she moved up there to be with her boyfriend, and they
Yeah,
are
for sure.
opening, like I said, a vintage shop. So
That's
it's
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah. you need to get the information for that vintage shop.
Yeah, it's
so
almost
we can
like-
shout 'em out.
I was like, well, you would fit in Deep Ellum, and she's like, yeah, but we're in a different one that's like even funkier than Deep Ellum. So I would love to go see.
What's
it. She's supposed-
funkier than Deep
I
Ellum
don't
in
know.
Dallas?
I
I'm
don't
all
know.
over Dallas.
But
area,
she's supposed
a
to
lot.
let me. She's supposed to let me know whenever they're having their grand opening.
There ain't nowhere funkier
I'll
than Deep
head
Ellum.
up
I
there
don't
and
think.
I'll find a show to go to, and I'll head up.
Yeah, I want to check it out for sure.
By the way, if you're looking for a great band to listen to, went to see a band called the Tox Hards, TOXHARDS.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about
the other
those,
day, and excellent band.
Yeah, so everybody
Fun
watching
show.
on YouTube,
Fun
appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Rusty Shackelford, appreciate you, buddy, for hanging out with us here on the live stream. Yeah, I
All
think that's
good,
about
guys.
it. Yeah.
Thanks again for being here, and we will see you again on Monday.
See you guys later. Appreciate it.
Wema,
Tanya.
there it is.
They gave it 1 star. So.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.